Hi, I'm Janice Parker. I'm a holistic health counselor, and I'm going to be preparing a wonderfully healthy meal for you this evening. On tonight's menu, we'll be cooking my favorite whole grain. That's quinoa. Quinoa is a South American grain, and it's a very high protein food. The thing about whole grains in our diet is that it's a good source of fiber. And fiber helps to remove carcinogens from the body. So, the rule of thumb when we're cooking grains is 1 cup of grain to 2 cups of water. So I'm going to measure out 1 cup of grain. And also what we want to do is rinse our grains very thoroughly. So I put it in this sifter, and we're going to rinse it. So while I'm rinsing it, I'm going to add it. Another thing I like about cooking quinoa is a very quick grain to make. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes to make. So while that's cooking on the stove, I'm going to cut up the vegetables I will be adding to it. We're going to be putting some parsley in it. Parsley is a natural diuretic. It's a high alkaline herb which purifies the blood. So we're going to just chop it up here very fine. Parsley, blood purifier. I'm also going to add some red bell pepper. Now, bell peppers are very good because they contain vitamin C. Also, A and B vitamins. They're good for supporting the immune system. And we want to add those foods to our diet that build up our immune system to keep us healthy and ward off diseases. So we're going to chop it up very fine here. It's got such a nice, fresh, clean aroma. When you get used to cooking your foods in their natural state, you really get to appreciate how nature has created them. We'll put it off to the side here. One of the things we'd like to do is to make our meals as colorful as possible. They're very pleasing to the eye and really stimulate, tantalize our senses. Also, the deeper and richer the colors, the more powerful the antioxidant value of them. Okay. So, we're going to prepare a mushroom sauce to put on top of our quinoa. So I have some mushrooms here. And the thing about mushrooms is that they move excess fluid out of the body. They have anti-cancer and anti-tumor properties. Put the mushrooms here. And they also help to support the adrenal glands, which in turn minimize stress. Okay? And they also support the nervous system. So mushrooms are very, very good to add to our diet. I have 2 types of mushrooms here. Actually, the portobello mushroom that I'm using, the baby bellas and the big portobello. to the side. I'm going to cut up some onions here and garlic, which we'll be using in our mushroom sauce. And the thing about onions and garlic and scallions, they destroy cancer cells. So the more we use it in our diet, the better for preventing cancer. Okay. They increase the immune system. Okay. So onions we'll put here. Garlic. Garlic is a very powerful antioxidant. And as I've stated, they stop cell division. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cut up onions and the garlic. I'm going to saute them in a vegetable broth that I've prepared over here on the stove. Now, I try to saute my vegetables in a vegetable sauce rather than doing it in oil, because once you heat oil, it changes the property of the oil and it no longer has the nutritive value that it has in its natural state. So using vegetable broth to saute, or even water to saute your vegetables, is a healthier choice, a healthier alternative. Okay, so I'm going to add our mushrooms. And I'll let that saute. Okay. I'm going to cut up some broccoli here. Broccoli is comes from the cruciferous family of vegetables. Very high fiber. Broccoli is a very good blood and liver cleanser. It's high in vitamin A and C and has anti-cancer properties. I'm going to add that to our steamer over here, and I'm going to let it steam. And I think our quinoa is just about ready. It only takes 20 minutes to prepare. We have those mushrooms on a very low flame. What I'm going to do is use some Bragg's amino acid to flavor it. Now, Bragg's amino acid is a very good salt substitute. It's very low in sodium, and it's made with amino acids, which help to support. I'm going to put a little red wine for a good flavor. And another thing I like to use is little white wine vinegar, just to bring the flavor up a bit. We'll put a dash of cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper is also a blood cleanser.